We just got fired from our 9 to 5 job.
Somehow, in every scenario, in every job, the two of us get accepted and the two of us get let go at the same time.
We always saw it coming, we got to work on time, left work later than we should, staying back just to do the work. And this is the things we get.
You know what's crack up? It's like if one of us do something, if we piss off a manager, that manager's coming for both of us. So yesterday she had a meeting with us saying how that were a bit of a burden and the higher managers want to let both of us go. And I'm like, okay, but like I don't understand why. And she's like, your job here is done. Most of your customers have already gone. Like we don't need you guys here anymore. Like we're keeping you guys here for no reason, and you guys are expensive to maintain. And we're getting paid minimum wage. So I don't know how that makes sense. And then I asked her, what date? But I don't want to give you a headache, whatever. What date you want us to leave? And she's like, I don't want you guys to leave. I want you guys to stay. And I'm going to push it. I'm going to convince my managers to let you stay till the end of September. So, the meeting's done. We get out of the meeting. We had a chat and we're like, listen, bro, like, we're not taking this disrespect. I think it's best to leave.
Yeah, the horrible thing is, right? So we've both been at this company for about 3 years. And the strange part is, right, the manager was accusing us of doing no work. There's been a manager change within the last year. The previous one we had was really good. There was no issues. Everything was fine. We got along well. And when there was a manager change, the new one that came in, for some reason, just kept targeting us both. I'm getting complaints. You're slouching in your chair. I'm getting complaints. Your headphones are too big. I'm getting complaints like you're not really wanting to be a part of the team. You're isolated in your own corner. I was like, dude, I'm just doing my work.
It's an office. It's a bland office. The wall's about to fall down. I mean, what do you want me to come to work all chirpy? Hey guys, there you go. Like what do you want me to say? What do you want me to actually say?
We've been at this company for 3 years. No breaks, no holidays, no sick leave, no time off at all. And this is the way we're treated. There was a situation that occurred about 2 weeks ago where I was doing a customer account. From the moment I logged in to the moment I logged off, I was dealing with it. I was logging it down, writing notes down. This is what's going on. This is the status of what's going on here. I'm making a whole spreadsheet of my progress with this customer and with what's going on. And I just got blamed for not doing the job, for not doing the work. So she calls me into a meeting and she says, what's going on with this account? I said, well, everything's looking great on my end. I did all the work that was necessary. Well, we're not getting paid. The money's not hit my account yet. I'm like, well, I've done all the uploads. I've done everything I should. Well, we're not getting paid. She says, can you share your screen? I said, sure. So I'm sharing my screen and you see that it's all been ticked off. And she goes, it's not been done. I said, what do you mean it's not been done? And then she goes, I don't know if this job is for you or... And I said, excuse me, like as a manager, how can you put your own employee down and say this job's not for them? I've been at this company for 3 years. I've not taken a single day off. And for my own manager to say, this job is not even for you, is just horrible. Like, what the heck? And she goes, you know what? I'm not going to cop this abuse. I'm going to go follow up with HR. And then she goes ahead and she just writes an email CCing in HR and saying, this is what happened. You're not following instructions. You didn't do the work. And it's like, what a slap in the face. I've been doing the work the whole time, going above and beyond for this company. And it's like, you just get told, you know what, you just use this, just leave. And you get accused of not doing any other work as well on top of it.
Somehow she always targeted us though. It's always just us two. And we're the youngest there as well, right? The whole workplace is filled with mums. We're the only young guys there. And everyone in the office found it so weird that we decided to work there.
Yeah, they were like, what are you guys doing here? You guys should be doing something else. You guys look like you fit into this line of work or that line of work. What are you doing here? It's like, dude, I'm just over here trying to get by, trying to work and get money and invest into whatever and do whatever. But I'm doing the work, you know what I'm trying to say?
And what's crazy is, so the rules were you need to come into the office 3 days a week. Okay, 3 days a week we'll go to the office. One of the first there. We're following all the rules, doing the work, yeah. And then what we would see after this manager took over, yeah, is that other managers around the vicinity would spy on us. Other managers would spy on us. So what kind of environment is that? So you're doing the work and somehow they're making you feel like you're not doing anything, you're useless, you're not appreciated. I mean, what is that? Right? What is that?
Yeah, horrible, absolutely horrible. And it's like, we had somebody upstairs search our names up on Google or something, and she was spreading it to the other managers and saying, oh, did you see these two guys? They were doing this and that and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, why are you even searching me up? I've never spoken to you in my life. I've walked past, like upstairs, there's a whole heap of other team members, right? That we don't know of. And I've only walked upstairs. I've only gone upstairs just to go to the bathroom, right? And this person just searches me up out of nowhere. Like, what the heck? What goes through your head? I'm going to search this guy up. I'm going to the bathroom.
Honestly, these guys live in their own world. They have their own little bubble going on. You know, they've created their own rules. And it's just ego. That's all it is. I remember we had a meeting, right? And she's like, listen, I need you guys to start automating all your work because that's what the business wants. They want us to start automating. And I'm like, hold up. You know, if we start automating, what's going to happen to us? And she's like, no. Our agenda here is just to get paid. I'm like, hold up, like what's going to happen to us if everything's automated, what will be left for us to do? And then her face turns red, she buckles, and another lady beside me just interrupts me and says, okay, we're ending the meeting. All right, guys, see ya. I'm like, bro, what is going on here? They're so scared to speak their mind. It's crazy. What world are we living in? What world are we actually living in? You know, and the thing is, when you quit these jobs, you're free. The shackles have come off. Right? Now you're in the real world. You're not part of their world anymore. You're operating in the real world. Real human struggle. Right? But in their world, it's just a fairy tale.
I always felt that being in a 9 to 5 was like being in daycare. Or in high school. It's like, dude, why is everybody like so... I don't know, like, they don't question anything.
They honestly don't have a soul. If you look into their eyes, there's nothing there at all. They've been brainwashed with this corporate structure, this BS hierarchy they're in, this fantasy land. Nothing's real. Their soul's dying on them. And they don't care about you. They don't care about anyone but themselves and their numbers, their targets. Every year is another target. Every year is another goal. This KPI. When you reach this target, if we don't, our shareholders, they're going to come back at us. I've also noticed how greedy these people are. They lose themselves for the company and all they think about is the company. A manager came in to the office and he's pitching each person in the office to why they should be a shareholder of this company and why they should spend their money buying the company shares.
And he's handing out chocolates.
He's handing out chocolates to each person he speaks to bait him in. Dude, this can't be real, honestly.
Yeah, and everybody's so scared. Like, everybody's so scared of the big bad manager. It's like, bro, relax.
Dude, she comes into the office and you should see the faces of all the other employees there, man. She's not there. They're all having fun, talking, laughing, whatnot. She comes in and instant silence. Instant silence. It's like we're at school. And this is why school exists. The whole point of school was to train us for the workforce, to train all the 9 to 5 workers. That's what school was made for. And the thing is, you can't really be yourself in these environments, and you're always constantly checking your back.
And I feel like that has a toll on you, like over the years. You suppressing who you are, you trying to become a different character other than yourself and not be yourself. I feel like that takes a toll on you over time. It just builds up stress in the body, and then you just end up exploding eventually. I know people have to work 9 to 5 jobs in order to provide for their families, pay the bills, but come on. There has to be some sort of change in structure, change in the workplace. It's just horrible. Like, I just want to go to a job, whatever. Well, I don't want to even go to a job, but if I have to go to a job, I just want to go there, do the work, go home, right? Obviously, I'll be respectful. Hey, how you going? Blah, blah, blah. But just do the work and go home. All this other extra stuff, cross your legs and stand up straight and, be a good boy, a really good boy, then you get a cookie. It's not my style. And a lot of people would agree with that. Nobody likes that stuff. Nobody.
They're all miserable. Every single person that I've seen working in 9 to 5 environments, they're all miserable. Their soul has suffered immensely. It's come to a point where they're on autopilot. They don't feel any emotions. They wake up, go to work, come back home, go back to bed, and it's on repeat. The pay is absolutely horrible. The environment is absolutely horrible. You're surrounded by people who live in their little superficial boxes. They've created their fantasy life in that little box, in that work environment. And, despite you being an adult, you're treated as a kid. So how much longer can you take it, man? Honestly.
Yeah, and everybody's so fake. Hey, how you going? I'm going well. Everything's going well. Hey, how you actually going? They wouldn't tell you. Oh, it's going well. It's perfect. Amazing. Disney Plus. I'm watching this after work. It's like, bro, are you AI? Like, what's going on? I can see you extremely stressed every single day. I can see that you're miserable. And you just can't even be honest. How you going? Just a bit stressed out. X, Y, and Z. But instead you get some artificial, going great. Company got paid. Everything's going great. It's like, bro, just go be an AI. This is not real. This is not real life. And it's like, honestly, after you leave these environments, you just go, oh, a whole weight has just been lifted off. And you just go, thank God I'm never going back to that place ever again. Also, talking about toxic work environments, right? And inhumanity, there's a guy that sits, I'll say, towards my right. Let's call him G. He's around 40 years old, and his manager is a Karen, the biggest Karen on the planet. She would always just dig into him. What did you do? I did this. Oh, no, you did it wrong. What did you do? It's like, I did this work over here. I did this and that. No, you can't do it like that. You're doing it wrong. You're embarrassing the company. Don't do that. And it's like, bro, is this high school? Is this preschool? Like, what's going on here? How can you talk to someone like this? It's two adults. Speak to him like a man. Speak to him like a human being. Why are you speaking down to him as if you have some sort of authority or power? It's humiliating. It's a humiliation ritual.
Whoever created this 9 to 5 system, I would like to meet him. And I would really like to just say,
you've done a great job, buddy.
Done a great job, mate. You've absolutely done a great job, mate. I would absolutely love to... Okay.
Get in the ring and let's hash this out, buddy.
Yeah. All right, man. I guess we're done. We're out of the 9 to 5, and let's see what life has in store for us, because after every setback there always seems to be a reason to why certain things happen. Bigger and better things are coming our way, and guys, just have a plan, right? And just honestly go for it, man, because working in these environments are absolutely killing your soul. And how much longer can you take it, honestly?
Exactly. How much longer can you really take it? If you're not being valued, if you're not being respected, if you've been at a company for a while and you're getting talked down to, you're not being valued, just leave. Just leave. It's not worth it at all. To prove that you're doing work, I have to prove to you I'm doing this. You're getting micromanaged every second, every step. Just give me the task. Let me do the work. Let me go home. Stop bothering me. The way I sit, the way I walk, the way I look, it's like, bro, just leave me alone. Let me just do the work. Pay me my money. Let me go. Okay?
A lot of these managers, it really does look like they have a lot of trauma stored within them when they were younger, and it just carries over to them being managers. They feel superior. They feel quote unquote valued because of their role.
If they see you having any sense of human quality, it's over. Oh, he's not a chatbot. He's not an AI. Get him out of here.
Oh, he has his own opinion. Get him out of here. No, you can't question me. I am the boss. Like, come on. Like, get out of here, man. Anyway, I'm out of here. Alright? It's done. Honestly, to you guys, my advice, man, create a plan. Find out what you really want to do. If you want to go ahead and grift a job just to, set yourself up for whatever plan you have, okay, fine. Right? But don't let a 9 to 5 be the end or be all. Please. Do not let that happen to you.
And if you're ever being disrespected, undervalued, leave. No matter the circumstances, your self-respect is more important than a paycheck. I know times can be hard, I know times can be tough, but if you're in a toxic work environment where you're constantly being put down, getting told that you're not doing the work when you are, and there's always a problem, then you gotta leave. If you see a manager and you want to puke, you gotta leave. It's just not healthy long term. It's not healthy, period, even short term, whatever the case. And I wish everybody the best. Please take care of yourselves. Goodbye.